All right, guys, welcome to Mount Olympus. This is where it started. It's a 6.5 foot tall platform. Got 3 ramps coming down. So up here it's 8 feet wide by 16 feet long. This ramp right here and this ramp right here are both 32 inches wide. This one over here varies a lot. I just had to cut it to make it fit. I really wanted something cool going between the trees. It's a little bit scary. Arm gets pretty close to this tree over here. You gotta make a really sharp turn and go down. Gives you a couple options for lines that I'm still working on right now. But the main line over here goes down this, goes to 2 jumps. One is just a big tabletop, and then the other one is about a 4.5 foot gap. We'll go out, look at it after. And then there's the second line to the right over here. It's got a little jump to help build speed, and then a big jump that's about 4 feet tall. It's another tabletop, something I've been trying to work on. I just finished messing with that last week. And then the last line down over here, this one goes into a little hip jump thing over here by the well into a wood berm. All right, so down from this main line, got the big tabletop over here. This thing, I want to say it's about 3.5 feet tall, maybe a little bit shorter. We'll see. So it's right around 3 feet tall. And the top of it is about 6 feet. And you definitely clear this. I actually had to extend it. If you can see the difference in wood, I had to extend it because I was clearing all the way to land. I was landing almost flat, so I needed a smoother transition. You got this little gap jump over here, which I said somewhere around 4 feet. Yeah, so it's right at 4 feet to the lip, but you're landing somewhere around here usually if you're pumping it. So you're probably getting 5.5 feet of air on that one. And then the secondary line over here, the big jump I've been working on, kind of hard to judge the height because this says it's about 2 feet tall, but it's dug down over here, I don't know, probably about 1 foot. So maybe about a 3 foot. And then at the end, I'm gonna build a big berm. Our property line ends right at the end of that right there. So I need something to stop us because right now I'm just tearing up the ground. So a nice big berm, I think, right here, kind of turn you back around and bring right back over to that. So this is gonna hopefully end up being on this left side here, another big roller like that you can either jump like a tabletop or use it like a roller. And then this little line right here I had made more for my son than anything to kind of get a little bit of practice, start you know, developing some abilities on getting more comfortable on the bike. And you can see where that roller leads to on the other end when it comes down, this kind of janky looking roll. Not a super smooth transition for sure, but you definitely get a lot of speed. And you can clear this. You can jump and clear it and land a flat if you actually give it a good pump. And then last, there's this little hip gap thing right here. It's a really small gap. It's only like maybe 3 feet, maybe 4. So yeah, it's about 4 feet. And it goes into a nice kind of mellow berm over there. All right, now I'm gonna give you a first-person view of the runs on this, which the different line options. So unfortunately, it's a push-up. Got to walk up to the top, but it's not too bad. This ramp over here isn't all that steep. It's actually 2 sets of 2x6s that are 8 feet long, kind of stitched together in the middle there. So that's why I have all the supports there. The railing isn't really that supported, so you push on that, it'll probably fall off, unfortunately. It needs to be staked into the ground for actual support. At the top, it's not bad, but down here, it's pretty loose. So the thing that sucks from up here, you can't really see the steep ramp. It just kind of looks like it falls off into nowhere. So I have a little block over there to kind of guide you that you know you have to go on the other side of that. All right. So again, starting from here from the top, still can't see over the edge, so you're kind of going blind. We're gonna do the left line now. So you can see the problem where you're just slamming on the brakes, technically in the neighbor's property right now. So I wanted to give a nice wall ride berm thing right here to turn you right back around. And if that works, should send you where you can go right back to where this line will have the 2 rollers. So you can pedal and go right up over this. All right, so now we're gonna go down this line between the 2 trees. Can't really see the angle that it's going at, and it's really sketchy going around this tree. So you gotta go slow, and then let go of the brakes, and send it. So this should bring you right back to this, where you can go back to the other line, pedal up over here, around this gap, and you can actually go up this. Same thing, ride it down. All right, now I'm gonna go in for the last line, which is this one right here. We're walking up, it also goes down. This one's probably the least sketchy because it's not steep, you can see what you're doing, but you only have like a half pedal till you're on the ramp, and there's no catch on the side, so you could fall off the edge. You ready, Zach? Yeah. All right. One last note is I have asphalt millings running some of the areas on the trail, and then that lip over there is also asphalt millings along with this area. So the sand back here, it's Florida, you know, it's sand, it just washes out, steals a lot of your speed. So that's part of why I ended up having to add this whole section on right here, is because with the asphalt I was sending it to flat, so I needed to extend it. So I'm actually landing right here on the transition to get that speed to go to the next jump.